Good morning and welcome to week 2 of Comm 1100 technology. Last week was just a real interesting intro. By the way, if I have some strange glitches on the keyboard, it's all her fault. She keeps crawling on the lap and on the computer. Bad cat. Anyway, this week we move ahead onto Microsoft Word. Those of you seeing this Monday, we have last week's quiz is due tonight, 5 points on just basic computer stuff. This week, we're moving to Microsoft Word. You have another one of those little quizzes due on Friday and a resume due Friday. And I will show you the resume in a bit. Basic stuff, Microsoft Word, this is the program we all use. Be using it a lot, and I'll demonstrate shortly. Not everyone has the same. We're just going to give you the basic helpful hints. Always use simple fonts, because if you do something fancy, might look good on the computer, you get it printed out. A lot of the printers do not use it. Name your files. Name it whatever, name and date, video. Don't use spaces or funky characters like you have to do in a password. Here is a happy video. You get to watch the video and the quiz will be based on that. Now, what I really would like to do is go over the important thing, a resume. Because your resume is something we should all have for jobs, clubs, or organizations, and your branding. So this is branding and resumes. Ta-da. Branding, you see that resume, it's the first thing they see. Aha, this is who this person is. Now you have a crappy resume, it's gonna say you're a crappy possible employee. A strong resume says, gosh darn it, they're good. Work, activities, social media. Here is you look me up. Here I am working with happy students in an international setting, and here I am on the coast of Ireland looking very cool. So yeah, I mean, those are the impressions you make. Your brand is how people see you. What are their strengths and weaknesses? What do you do? Your skills, how motivated are you? And you're thinking, in a resume? Developing, think of a project, think of something you've done, be specific. Highlight your skills. Again, this is for further down the pike. This handout is from our Career and Job Center. They do a tremendous job. Here's something good for a resume, active words. Don't just say, I've been a leader. Say, I administered, analyzed, supervised. Don't say, I'm a nice, helpful person. I assessed, I coached, I counseled, I diagnosed. All of these are really good words to use. Here is a cover letter. Here is a good standard resume. Nice name, bold on top. I teach the publication design class, and this is something we do in that class. Name big and bold on top. A resume is really about organizing information. Okay, here's your, don't just say, oh, I'm going to get a BA and BS in communications. This is my favorite courses. This is what I can do. For an athletics, don't just say, ooh, I've been on the football team. Look at all of this. If you are in a club or an organization, don't just say you're in it. You're an officer. What projects have you done? Community, including church. Big, don't just say I joined this organization. Look at all I did. Jobs, skills, again, be specific. See what you did. Okay. Here's another example, big and bold on top. And again, bullet points. I don't love this one. The headlines are too small. This is kind of funky up here. Objective. A lot of people, busy cat. A lot of people put their objective on there. My personal opinion is that your objective is covered in the cover letter. It should change each time you apply for a job. The objective is to get this job. Let's be real. Okay. One other thing I like to show you, some bits and pieces. Here is my resume. Make it bold. Make it, you notice, Times Roman. Boom. You can center the information, but if you center this information, should center that information. Employment history, bold. Now, watch this. If you're going to make spaces, use your tab. Don't just use the space bar. Oop. Tab, 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 tab. Oop. Courses taught. Maybe I'll make that. See, that tells you kind of like a headline, and you just keep doing that. My last job, boom, boom, boom. Spaces, remember, use your tab. A lot of the examples say bullet points. Bullet point, option on mine, option 8. Bullet point, nothing wrong with that. Option 8. Courses, here's a good way to use your bullet points. Courses taught, publication design, option 8. Option 8 to do. Turn, tab, tab, option 8. Ta-da. See how neat that is? Oops. Typo there. Option 8. Ta-da. See? Do that with your resume and see how it went from blah to very well organized. A resume is really an organizational tool. Anyway, I will take resume examples. You may send me drafts through this, through Friday at noon. They are due Friday at midnight. All right. Have a good week. I'll look at your stuff then.